All right, we're coming to you live from the EV Charging Summit and Expo here in Las Vegas. Joining me right now is Omar with Percepta. Omar, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and Percepta?
Absolutely. So I'm Omar, I'm with Percepta. We are a 25-year-old automotive customer experience company. We are a joint venture between a leading global OEM and TEAL. These are two massive global companies, and we basically handle all the phone calls globally for our clients. That involves everything from EV charging, gas vehicles, dealer support, fleet management. We even sell cars for a rental car agency, the global one, up to the point of sale and then hand it off.
Okay.
We do it all. We are a global customer experience company that, I love to use the word, we like to do frictionless solutions that drive customer loyalty, reduce churn, and increase utilization.
Nice. So when we look at EV infrastructure, we all know that the dirty little secrets that like 1 in 5 EV charging stations, like 20% of them are not operational at any given time. Yeah. In your experience, and you mentioned you're working with this large OEM, what tends to be like some of the biggest issues that you're running into as far as uptime is concerned?
Number one call driver is public charging, and then that can be split down between level 2 and level 3. Number 2 is home charging. The same scenario involves the DCFCs. They're pretty good. They generally put Wi-Fi on site, but for home charging is the big one. Connectivity issues are the number one reason. And it's either Wi-Fi issues or no cellular backup. Some companies do both, but whoever they partnered with for their signal is weak in that location. So connectivity issues result in bad charging experiences at home. And if you can't charge your EV, you can't drive, you call the badge. And that's what happens.
It's so crazy. So I'm actually curious. So we're all here because we want to drive and accelerate EV adoption. In your opinion, what is the biggest barrier to driving this adoption?
There's two things. Number one would be an education gap from consumers. Where Percepta steps in for that is we do proactive solutions. Once the dealer sells the vehicle, we will do a welcome call, welcoming that customer to the brand. Then we will schedule a guided virtual tour with the vehicle. Because you can't do that in the sales process if it's too much at once. And then once you get the vehicle, within 1 or 2 days, that's when you're like, how do I do this? How do I do that? That's where we will come in and do a guided virtual tour with the vehicle. And the next barrier is multifamily residential. Most of the population lives in dense urban housing, and if you don't have charging infrastructure at your rental or your apartment complex, you don't buy an EV. And it's kind of a beautiful stalemate and a paradox. Residents don't buy EVs because there's no EV infrastructure. They don't ask the apartment complex for EV infrastructure, so they don't install it, and it just is a perfect stalemate. So those would be the two main barriers.
Awesome. So what haven't we covered that we should cover, in your opinion, as it relates to the EV infrastructure space?
So number one would be customer expectation. When you get an EV, it is polar opposite of gas. Gas vehicles are efficient cruising on the highway at steady speeds. EVs polar opposite, stop and go traffic, they excel. The faster you go, the less range, and the more power consumption. So EV has a different mindset, and you just have to be prepared for it and accept that customer expectation so they know what they're getting into. If you fail, my favorite line is under promise, over deliver.
Oh yeah.
So if I promise to explain it to you and you understand what's happening, you don't get scared, you don't dislike it, you understand that, okay, that's normal. EVs drop range in the cold. You have to precondition. That's the solution. If you've never been told you have to precondition, from your perspective, the EV just doesn't have enough range. In the winter, it's terrible. I don't know why. Solutions are in place, but it's entirely new. So we have to get customer education out there, work on, multifamily residential, and that will unlock the pathway to U.S. adoption.
So if you don't know, you don't follow Omar, you need to find him on social media.
I am on LinkedIn.
Yeah. And where else can people find more about you and Percepta?
Yes. We can go to Percepta.com or TTech.com, our parent company. And we do have an ongoing EV Spark webinar series. The next one's coming out on the 25th of March. And we have my boss, Pete Rodriguez, for Proactive. He's the Global Director of Proactive and Operational Excellence, and he's talking about our proactive solutions.
Well, thank you for all that you do, and thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Rob. Thank you.